And people like Joe Rogan, even though he caved to everybody's criticism and had you on the show, he wouldn't have done that unless people spoke out. He let Jack Dorsey get away with lying. He said that he didn't know why you were banned. But, one thing that you should have really pressed Joe Rogan on is why he takes money from Twitter. Twitter is one of his donors, one of his sponsors. So why is Joe Rogan, if he really is your friend, if he really does care about you on a personal level, why is he taking this blood money from Jack Dorsey? That doesn't look like a very good friend to me, Alex.
Things that people wanted to have us talk about. One, that the Cash App is one of the sponsors of the podcast. It's been a sponsor for a long time.
You're the CEO of Square, I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
We on the Cash App.
There you go.
We on the Cash App.
Let Jack Dorsey get away with lying. He said that he didn't know why you were banned. But, one thing that you should have really pressed Joe Rogan on is why he takes money from Twitter. Twitter is one of his donors, one of his sponsors. So why is Joe Rogan, if he really is your friend, if he really does care about you on a personal level, why is he taking this blood money from Jack Dorsey? That doesn't look like a very good friend to me, Alex.
Look, here's the thing. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've got a retard. In that
I was at home the other day, high as giraffe pussy, watching the History Channel. And they had this documentary on, In Search of Noah's Ark. And I went, oh, how about you go looking for the fucking Snuffleupagus while you're at it? I heard that dude's a missing. You really gonna go? Yeah? Hey, on the way back, will you go to Whoville and get me some green eggs and ham? You fucking gullible prick! Whoa! Don't get me wrong. If you're religious, I'm not saying there's no God. I'm saying people are full of shit, and that story sucks. Hello? Why do we have to believe it just because it's been around a long time and it makes no
By
fucking sense?
Constantine, who was a fucking Roman emperor who wasn't even Christian. He didn't even believe it. He became a Christian on his fucking deathbed. Like, that's when he became a Christian. Like, all these people that are like really into the New Testament, and like, I'll talk about Old Testament shit, and people get mad at me on Twitter. They'll send me this fucking hate text. You understand, motherfucker, what the difference is between the Old Testament and the New Testament? Because the New Testament is utter horseshit. It's created by a bishop and a fucking emperor. That's a fact. That's like established religious fact. Like, everyone knows where it came from. And not only that, it was written hundreds of years after the death of Jesus. So what are you talking about? Because if you're talking about the old stuff, you got to go deep. Go to the Dead Sea Scrolls. Go to the fucking. Go to the most ridiculous aspects of that, and tell me if you basing your life on that. Because that's even more preposterous. They found them in clay pots in Qumran, written on animal skins. These people thought the world was flat and the sun was 17 miles away. And we're gonna, they did. They really did. And we're gonna, this is how we're gonna live our lives. This is it. This is all the facts we need. Fuck the Large Hadron Collider. Fuck CERN, fuck Stephen Hawking, fuck quantum physics, fuck Neil deGrasse Tyson, fuck those dudes with their telescopes. No, we're gonna base it on leather skins and charcoal ink.
Right.
Like, really? That's the conversation we're having when we're talking about.
Who are you gonna vote for in the primary?
I think I'll probably vote for Bernie. Him as a human being, when I was hanging out with him, and
Yeah.
I believe in him. I like him. I like him a lot. What Bernie stands for is a guy who, well, look, you could dig up dirt on every single human being that's ever existed if you catch them in their worst moment, and you magnify those moments, and you cut out everything else, and you only display those worst moments. That said, you can't find very many with Bernie. He's been insanely consistent his entire life. He's basically been saying the same thing and for the same thing his whole life. And that, in and of itself, is a very powerful structure to operate from.
Get it.